let's be real. Who isn't trying to find more hours in the day? If you're a busy professional, a working parent, or just juggling what feels like a million things at once, AI isn't some complex new thing you have to learn. No, it's the partner you've been waiting for. So let's dive into how you can really start to thrive by teaming up with it. First things first, we gotta get the mindset right. And this quote from UX Pin, it absolutely nails it. We are not talking about being replaced, we're talking about amplification. Just imagine taking all of your unique experience, your skills, your ideas, and just turning the volume all the way up. That's the real goal here. Using AI to make your best work even better, and frankly, to do it a whole lot faster. You know, the easiest way to wrap your head around all this is to picture AI as your own personal co-pilot. It's not some scary, abstract thing. It's a hands-on assistant, ready and waiting to help you navigate your busiest days. It can handle the routine stuff, find the information you need in a flash, and basically just clear the runway so you can focus on actually flying the plane. So, what does this partnership actually look like in practice? Well, the cool thing is, you get to decide just how involved your co-pilot is. Some really interesting research from the Oxford Review breaks it all down into 3 main ways we can work together. Think of it like a spectrum of teamwork that you can dial up or down depending on what you need. And this illustrates your options perfectly. You could go for an autonomous approach, right? You let the AI generate, say, a dozen different design concepts for a presentation, and you just swoop in and pick the best one. Done. Or you could work sequentially. Maybe you have the AI analyze a super complex report to find the root of a problem, and then you get to do the fun part, brainstorming the creative solution. And then there's the interactive approach, where it's a true partnership. You're going back and forth with your AI co-pilot, refining an idea together, almost like a real conversation. Okay, so enough of the theory, right? Let's get practical and talk about your toolkit. How do you actually put your AI co-pilot to work? Like right now. Here are a few AI life hacks you can literally start using today. Oh my man, we have all been there. Staring at a giant spreadsheet with thousands of rows, trying to make any sense of it all. It's a total time sink, and your eyes just glaze over. Well, this is the absolute perfect first mission for your AI co-pilot. It's brilliant at finding the signal in all that noise and turning that messy data into a clear story you can actually understand and, more importantly, use. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at this transformation. Creating a simple project flowchart that used to be hours of painstakingly dragging boxes around and connecting lines. Now, you can use a tool like Chart AI. Just describe your process in plain English, one sentence, and bam, you get a professional, ready-to-go chart in minutes. That is literally hours of your life you just got back. So what about the creative stuff? You know, we think of that as uniquely human, and it is. But the creative process, well, that's often filled with tedious, repetitive little tasks that just drain your energy. Your AI co-pilot is the ultimate assistant for clearing all that busy work out of the way so you can stay in that creative flow. Just think about it. Instead of spending half an hour agonizing over which fonts look good together, you use FontJoy. Instead of getting stuck on color theory, Color Magic does it for you. Need to brainstorm 5 different headlines for an email? A tool like Headline can spit them out in 10 seconds. All these specialized AIs handle the grunt work, freeing you up to focus on the big picture, the big idea. What's really happening here is part of a massive trend called the commoditization of expertise. Now, that sounds super academic, but the idea is actually simple. Expert-level skills that used to take years and years to learn are now available to pretty much anyone through easy-to-use tools. It means you don't have to be a professional designer to create a beautiful graphic anymore. You don't have to be a data scientist to analyze a spreadsheet. It's leveling the playing field in a huge way. Now, every good pilot knows you have to do a pre-flight briefing. To get the absolute best out of your AI co-pilot, it's really important to understand a few rules of the road. So think of this as your quick start guide to getting amazing, predictable results every single time. Here's the thing. AI systems are made by humans, and they learn from data created by humans. So naturally, they can reflect all of our human and societal biases. It can creep in from the data they're trained on, or even from how we interpret the results. So just being aware of that possibility is the crucial first step to a responsible partnership. And this is maybe the most important point of all. You are always the pilot in command. You can't outsource liability. The AI can draft the email, it can create the chart, it can suggest the strategy, but you're the one who hits send. You make the final call. You can't just blame the co-pilot if things go wrong. So to keep your partnership on the right track, just remember this simple 4-point checklist. First, reliability. Does the AI's output actually make sense? Just give it a quick common sense check. Second, honesty. Be transparent with your team or your clients about how you're using AI. Third, respect. Think about privacy and intellectual property. And finally, accountability. Remember, you are ultimately responsible for the final product. You're the pilot and you own the work. Okay, our pre-flight check is complete. Let's talk about what happens when you truly start weaving these tools into your daily workflow. Because when your human wisdom and experience meet the incredible speed and power of AI, well, that's when things can really, really take off.
And, the key here isn't to become some kind of AI coding expert. Not at all. It's about becoming an expert at solving your own problems, just using AI to do it. Think about one annoying, tedious task you have to do every single week. Start there. Find a tool that helps with just that one thing. Applying it to your real-world problems is the absolute fastest way to learn.
And this right here, this shows the incredible potential impact. We're not just talking about saving a few minutes here and there. By actually building a new service around some AI tools, one consultancy was able to triple its business, 3 times bigger, in just 90 days. That's the kind of insane acceleration that's possible when you get this human-AI partnership right. Look, this isn't about some far-off, distant future of work. This is about making your life easier and your work better, starting right now. Mastering this partnership, it's quickly becoming an essential skill for survival and success. It's not about being replaced. It's about augmenting what you already do best and giving yourself a massive cutting-edge advantage. By embracing this collaborative mindset, you can save so much time, you can unlock whole new levels of creativity, and you can stay way ahead of the curve. Your AI co-pilot is sitting in the cockpit ready for your instructions. The only question left is, what are you going to achieve together? Where will you fly first?